we're in a pickle, a dilemma. We're in a tight spot. We're in a jam. We're damned if we do and we're damned if we don't. So what do? Music always helps. This is Under the Influence. We're in a bit of a bind. But never mind. Let's see what 2 hours of music will do for our pickle.
I'm a pickle! I'm Pickle Rick!
This is episode 22.
What's the catch?
With me, Pat B. Just over 1/2 of the Pats of Least Resistance. Tonight's music is a homage to 2 cult classics. This show is the inconvenience of an unforeseen circumstance.
There must be some sort of a catch.
This is pitiful. 1,000 people freezing their butts off waiting to worship a rat.
There's no time to explain, Herman.
I don't know where you're headed, but can you call in sick?
I gotta get going.
Believe it or not, I studied 19th century French poetry.
What a waste of time. I mean, for someone else, that would be an incredible waste of time. It's so bold of you to choose that. It's incredible. You must be a very, very strong person.
On the menu tonight, we have everything from Talking Heads to 9 Inch Nails, Radiohead to Green Day, Linkin Park to Sonny and Cher, maybe even some of the Beatles and a bit of the Pixies. The specials tonight? Well, we had them last week. If you want to check that out, it's on YouTube. Let's kick it off with Tears for Fears. Pat B, UTI.
Then put your little hand in mine. There ain't no hill or mountain we can't climb. Babe, I got you, babe. I got you, babe.
Okay, campers, rise and shine, and don't forget your booties, 'cause it's cold out there.
It's cold out there every day. What is this, Miami Beach? I don't think so.
Hardly. And you can expect hazardous travel later today with that blizzard thing.
Oh, that blizzard thing. That blizzard thing. Oh, well, here's the report. The National Weather Service is calling for a big blizzard thing.
Yes, they are. But there's another reason why today is especially exciting.
Especially cold.
Especially cold, okay. But the big question on everybody's lips.
Yeah, they're chapped lips.
On their chapped lips,
Chapped
right.
lips.
Do you think Phil's gonna come out and see his shadow?
Punxsutawney Phil.
That's right, woodchuck chuckers. It's Groundhog Day! Get up and check that hog out there!
Yeah! Ooh-wee, come here, Groundhog.
All around me are familiar faces, worn out places, worn out faces, frightened to live for their daily races, going nowhere, going nowhere. Their tears are filling up their glasses, the wank is
I'll ring now because I'm on the man now, Chris Barry. Hold on now.
And you may find yourself living in a shotgun shack. And you may find yourself in another part of the world. And you may find yourself behind the wheel of a large automobile. And you may find yourself in a beautiful house with a beautiful wife. And you may ask yourself, well, how did I get here? Letting the days go by, let the water hold me down. Letting the days go by, water flowing underground into the blue again. After the money's gone, once in a lifetime, water flowing underground. And you may ask yourself, how do I work this? And you may ask yourself, where is that large automobile? And you may tell yourself, this is not my beautiful house. And you may tell yourself, this is not my beautiful wife. Letting the days go by, let the water hold me down. Letting the days go by, water flowing underground into the blue again. After the money's gone, once in a lifetime, water flowing underground. Same as it ever was. 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 Water dissolving and water removing. There is water at the bottom of the ocean. Under the water, carry the water. Remove the water at the bottom of the ocean. Water dissolving and water removing. Letting the days go by, let the water hold me down. Letting the days go by, water flowing underground into the blue again, into the silent water, under the rocks and stones. There is water underground. Letting the days go by, let the water hold me down. Letting the days go by, water flowing underground into the blue again. After the money's gone, once in a lifetime, water flowing underground. You may ask yourself, what is that beautiful house? You may ask yourself, where does that highway go to? And you may ask yourself, am I right? Am I wrong? And you may say to yourself, my God, what have I done? Letting the days go by, let the water hold me down. Letting the days go by, water flowing underground into the blue again, into the silent water, under the rocks and stones. There is water underground. Letting the days go by, let the water hold me down. Letting the days go by, water flowing underground into the blue again. After the money's gone, once in a lifetime, water flowing underground. Same as it ever was. Same as it ever was. Same as it ever was. Look where my hand was. Time isn't holding up. Time isn't after us. Same as it ever was. 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 Here a twister comes. Here comes the twister. Same as it ever was. 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 Once in a lifetime.
You're one of the best priests in the country, if not the best.
Sometimes.
So first up we had a mad world. I just had a quick look outside through what we call windows here. Fresh windows. And it's still mad. Mad as ever and getting madder. So from talking heads to head like a hole. Bit of industrial noise. Maybe worth paying heed of. Good blast of rage. Bit of cynicism. 9-inch nails. It was championed by Back Axel Rose years ago one time. We'll hear more from him later on. Pat B, UTI. Fresh FM every Wednesday, 2 hours. Yada yada yada.
I don't blame you for getting made. You have to get made now.
I'll ring now because I'm on the man now, Chris Barry.
Ah, yeah.
On the man. I keep my word with every cunt, and every cunt taking me
me for a fucking prick, fella. Make sure everyone's taking me for a fucking prick. Well, it's going to stop now, and it's stopping now. Because I burn my fucking house now. And I ring him down in a second and I tell him I burn my fucking house.
Control.
So wherever you're listening, whether you're in Plato's cave or on Sisyphus's hill, we humans tend to seek meaning in order and justice. But oftentimes, I suppose we're faced with a universe that appears random, chaotic, and most hurtfully, indifferent to our struggle. Maybe it's time to wake up and grab that by the horns and get some Green Day on. Bring your basket just in case.
Now, don't you tell me you don't remember me, because I sure as heck fire remember you.
Not a chance.
Ned! Ryerson!
Do you have the time to listen to me whine about nothing and everything all at once? I am one of those melodramatic fools, neurotic to the bone, no doubt about it. Sometimes I give myself the creeps. Sometimes my mind plays tricks on me. It all keeps adding up. I think I'm cracking up. Am I just paranoid? Am I just up? I went to a shrink to analyze my dreams. She says it's like a sex that's bringing me down. I went to a whore. He said my life's a bore. So quit my white cause it's bringing her down. Sometimes I give myself the creeps. Sometimes my mind plays tricks on me. It all keeps adding up. I think I'm cracking up. Am I just paranoid? Grasping to control, so I better hold on. Sometimes I give myself the creeps. Sometimes my mind plays tricks on me. It all keeps adding up. I think I'm cracking up. Am I just paranoid? My concern.
Well, what if there is no tomorrow? There wasn't one today.
You know, people like blood sausage, too. People are morons.
punk rock there. Alternative, punk, rock. Muddle those words up any way you want. Any which way. That's what it sounds like. That was Green Day. We'd basket case and we'd holiday. Bit of both everywhere, I suppose, all the time. There's a bit of a backstory to the next song. Can probably be summed up in 3 words. Sweet, bitter, sympathy. Big pile of shite there for poor old, not so rich Erd Ashcroft. But it all worked out in the end once they got rid of the old wigs. Started talking to each other like humans. Next up, another pair from OK Computer and the Bends. They're the albums. And in the most interactive part of the show, I'll let you, the listener, guess the rest, fill in the blanks, cross the eyes, and smoke some dots with your tea.
So, tell me what happened tonight.
I was just sitting at home having some dots, and then the police come up, knocked on my door, told me that I have to evacuate just because they reckon it's a bomb threat around the place. And I just tripped out and I was like, oh shit, must be just happening overseas or something. But yeah, I just packed up my stuff and left. But it looks pretty serious, there's heaps of cops here and there. Reckon they're bringing the bomb squad in. But yeah, I don't know, pretty trippy stuff, eh?
This is one time where television really fails to capture the true excitement of a large squirrel predicting the weather.
bearing down on me. I can feel the hands touching me. All these things into position. All these things will one day swallow whole. Before we all go under. Fade out again. Fight for life, I can feel death, can see its beady eyes. All these things into position, all these things will one day swallow.
We have his PPS number. Oh, sorry, we're back. Yeah, what a gorgeous song. That was Radiohead. A single there from 1998. Jazz the Man. A fucked up nursery rhyme. That's according to Tom. Tom in York. Nice gentle mood and melody, but behind all that there's a running, kick in the stomach lyrics. There's a simul music video here too. Here too. No more than the verb before it. People remember that back in the 90s. And of course, next up we have another curious music video from Childish Bambino. But after No Surprises, we had Street Spirit, Fado and Aaron, Fade Out. One of the best songs about nothing. Then you fall and break your face and die. A real song without any resolve. And according to the bowled Tom, he usually plays it at the end of his set because it absolutely wrecks him. and he's looking out at thousands of people screaming, cheering and smiling, oblivious to the tragedy of its meaning. Like when you're going to have your dog put down and it's wagging its tail on the way there. Breaks his heart every time, fills his wallet. The next four are kind of in their own little section. Catch-22, the movie, based on a book. It's a seminal anti-war movie. The absurdity of it all. We'll have a few clips from that shortly. But let's get a few of these tunes on. This one, of course, famous music video. But we're in the medium of radio, so let's just stick with the track. And then we'll put a couple together, but we'll play this on its own first. This is Childish Gambino. This is America. You're listening to Fresh FM. It's Wednesday. It's somewhere past 9 o'clock. The day's nearly over. If you're listening abroad, somewhere else in the universe, maybe the day isn't fucked just yet. Maybe it is. Maybe it should be. Maybe it always was.
We just wanna party, party just for you. We just wanna party, party just for you. I don't wanna die, party just for me. You ain't gotta dance, dance and shake your brain. We just wanna party, party just for you. We just wanna party, party just for you. I don't wanna die, party just for me.
This is America. Don't catch you slipping now. Don't catch you slipping now. Look what I'm whipping now. This is America. Don't catch you slipping now. Don't catch you slipping now. Look what I'm whipping now. This is America. Don't catch you slipping now. Look how I'm living now. Police be tripping now. Yeah, this is America. Guns in my area. I got the strap. I gotta carry 'em. Yeah, I'ma go into this. Yeah, this is gorilla. Yeah, I'ma go get the bag. Yeah, or I'ma get the pad. Yeah, I'm so cold like yeah. I'm so dull like yeah. We gon' blow like yeah. Don't catch you slipping now. Look what I'm whipping now. This is America. Don't catch you slipping now. Don't catch you slipping now. Look what I'm whipping now. Look how I'm geeking now. I'm so fitted. I'm on Gucci. I'm so pretty. I'm gonna get it. Watch me move. This is Sally. That's a tool. On my Kodak, black, ooh, know that, ooh, get it, work it, 100 bands, 100 bands, 100 bands, contraband, I got the plug on who a hawker, whoa, they gonna find you like Baka, blah, America,
I just checked my follow and listen, you motherfuckers owe me.
Get your money, black man, get your money, black man, get your money, black man, get your money, black man,
get down.
Cold, hey, just a black man in this world, living expensive foreign, hey, just a big dog, yeah. My Kindle came in the backyard, from a barbarian life to a dog.
Could I have one more of these with some booze in it, please?
I believe the video for that track, Childish Gambino, was a pretty big deal back in the day. He's kind of straddling contradictions. Stone Lake's video. At the start he shoots a hooded person. As the track changes from that choral, those nice choral tones, to his trap sound. It's a mad old video, worth going back watching actually. Kind of bleak, social commentary, children dancing, mass shootings behind them. America is a scatter state of contradictions in a state of contradiction, maybe. Would you be they say? They say he used a load of dance moves that once were singularly famous and shows them disappear into pop culture. It's all violence. We consume it. Disorder where we want order, innit? So yeah, we just simply consume violence now. Isn't that lovely? So childish. But that's kind of it fits the bill for tonight's show. We're looking at the absurdity of it all. The catch-22 feeling, where we're kind of up against a system that will never be reasonable. I suppose, coming up to the hour mark, we could stick in something that explains catch-22. And then you're left with a choice, I suppose. And the main character in Catch-22 took one choice, and I think Phil Connors in Groundhog Day took a different path to surviving it all. Bit of personal responsibility over the obedience to the absurdness of the authority, maybe. I suppose we're all doing it a bit every day, aren't we? The bold Franz Kafka and that Kafkaesque comparison that's given to a lot of things. I don't know if you've ever read that book, but it's a tough read. Small bookeen. He was a small maneen. But it's a tough one. These vast bureaucracies, no one will tell them the truth or what the rules actually are. It's just authority without any explanation. And he seems to be trapped in these incomprehensible systems, so that's kind of a catch-22-y, with the rules are constantly changing. Someone's exploiting a bit of power, and logic gets you nowhere. So yeah, let's crack into some more. Nismo Kiolela. Oh yeah, we'll have about 12 minutes of tunes now. So if you want to make a cup of tea or take the way to the ground, Sigi Shias, this Thugabuge. We've got a bit of Edwin Starr, we've got some Guns N' Roses, and we've got some Creedence. So let's kick it off with CCR. And that whole bit of luck, the unpredictability of the universe, where you're born, what you're born into. Are you born into the millionaire's house where you won't have to go fighting in some dirty old war? Are you a fortunate son? That's what he asks. This is Pat Beats Under the Influence. I'm contractually obliged by a contract I never saw or signed to repeat that. You can tell by my enthusiasm how much I enjoy it. Back announcing, forward announcing, vocal breaks, tags, beds and stings. Out your ring piece.
And when the band plays Hail to the Chief,
I'm a god.
You're God.
I'm a god. I'm not the god. I don't think.
So what does Catch-22 mean?
Doc, look, you gotta help me. Let's forget about the liver. You can ground me if I'm crazy, right?
Oh, sure, I have to. I have to ground anyone who's crazy.
Then ground me, I'm crazy.
You're not crazy.
But I am. Ask anyone, they'll tell you how crazy I am.
Yeah, but they're crazy.
Then why don't you ground them?
Why don't they ask me to ground them?
Because they're crazy, that's why.
Of course they're crazy. I just told you they're crazy, didn't I? And you can't have crazy people decide whether you're crazy or not.
Is Orr crazy?
Oh, he sure is.
Can you ground him?
I sure can, but first he has to ask me to.
Then why doesn't he ask you?
Because he's crazy. He'd have to be crazy to want to keep flying combat missions. Sure, I can ground Orr, but first he has to ask me to.
And that's all he has to do to be grounded?
That's it, just let him ask.
And then you can ground him?
No, then I can't ground him.
Why not?
Catch-22. Anyone who wants to get out of combat duty isn't really crazy. Catch-22 specifies that a concern for one's own safety in the face of danger, real and immediate, is the process of a rational mind.
What?
Orr's crazy, and therefore he can get out of flying combat missions. All he has to do is ask. But as soon as he asks, he's no longer crazy, and so he has to fly more missions.
What?
Orr would be crazy to want to fly more missions and sane if he didn't. But if he's sane, then he has to fly them. If he flies them, then he's crazy, and so he doesn't have to. But if he doesn't want to, then he's sane, and so he has to.
That's some catch, that Catch-22.
It's the best there is.
Yeah. What is it good for? Absolutely nothing. Yeah. What is it good for? Absolutely nothing. Say it again, y'all. Look out. What is it good for? Absolutely nothing. Listen to me. I despise. 'Cause it means destruction of innocent lives. War means tears to thousands of mothers die when their sons go out to fight and lose their lives. I said war. Good God, y'all. What is it good for? Absolutely. Get said again. War. Lord. What is it good for? Absolutely. Nothing. Listen to me. War. It ain't nothing but a heartbreak. War. Friend only to the undertaker. Oh, war is an enemy to all mankind. The thought of war blows my mind. War has caused unrest within the younger generation. Induction, then destruction. Who wants to die? Oh, war. Good God, y'all. What is it good for? Absolutely nothing. Said. War. Oh, yeah. What is it good for? Absolutely nothing. Listen to me. War. Anything but a heartbreaker. War. It's got one friend, that's the undertaker. Oh, war has shattered many young man's dreams. Made him disabled, bitter and mean. Life is much too short and precious to spend fighting wars each day. War can't give life, it can only take it away. Oh, war! Good God, y'all. What is it good for? Absolutely nothing. Say it again. War. Oh, Lord. What is it good for? Absolutely nothing. Listen to me. War. It ain't nothing but a heartbreaker. War. Friend only to the undertaker. Woo! Please love and understand and tell me is there no place for the everyday? They say we must fight to keep our freedom, but Lord knows there's got to be a better way. Oh, wow, God, y'all. What is it good for? You tell me.
Do you ever have deja vu, Mrs. Lancaster?
I don't think so, but I could check with the kitchen.
What we've got here is failure to communicate. Some men you just can't reach. So you get what we had here last week, which is the way he wants it. Well, he gets it. I don't like it any more than you do.
Look at your young men fighting. Look at your women crying. Look at your young men dying the way they've always done before. Look at the hate we're breeding. Look at the fear we're feeding. Look at the lives we're leading, the way we've always done before. Peace could last forever. And in my first memories, they shot Kennedy. I went numb when I learned to see. So I never fell for Vietnam. We got the wall of disease to remind us all that you can't trust freedom when it's not in your hands. When everybody's fighting for the promised land. And I don't need a civil war. It feeds the rich while it buries the poor. The power hungry selling soldiers in a human grocery store ain't that bread. I don't need a civil war. Look at the shoes you're filling. Look at the blood we're spilling. Look at the world we're killing, the way we've always done before. Look in the dark we followed. Look at the leaders we followed. Look at the lies we've swallowed. And I don't wanna hear no more. My hands are tied. For all I
What's so civil about war anyway?
Old back Axel is right, 'tis seldom civil. A lot of anger there in the first one. John Fogerty, fortunate son, he wrote it about 20 minutes in a fit of rage after hearing how people with money could keep their sons out of the draft for the Vietnam War. In the words of Bruce Springsteen, sent me off to a foreign land to go and kill a yellow man. No crack in that. And we had a Motown classic, Edwin Starr with a double R. War with just one R. There's a list in there all about it. If in doubt about war, just refer to that list. Then we had Civil War from Guns N' Roses. Back Axl Rose, Tire Slash, Izzy Stradlin. Now we had a bit of Stradlin earlier on, alright, with Childish, Duff McKagan, and Steve Adler. That was Guns N' Roses. Hard rock, and that was Civil War, yeah. So that's kind of that section. We're going to have another bit of, what would you call these boys? I suppose it's kind of punk rock, is it? Alternative rock, indie. I wouldn't listen to much of their stuff now, to be honest, but it's hard to me to describe it because I don't know a whole lot about it, but I'll endeavour to educate myself. Educate yourself. I suppose it's just kind of American rock, isn't it? Alternative rock, yeah, new metal, rap rock, there you go. Pop rock, they're still on the go anyway. Dave Farrell, Brad Delson, Joe Hahn, Emily Armstrong, Colin Britton, and of course Mike Shinoda. They trade and are registered for VAT by the name of under the name of Lincoln Park, which is also their address. So let's get their track on. Then we will have, we'll have a classic from the movie, the feature length, Groundhog Day, the cult classic.
It starts with
one thing. I don't know why. It doesn't even matter how hard you try. Keep that in mind. I designed this rhyme to explain in due time. All I know, time is a valuable thing. Watch it fly by as the pendulum swings. Watch it count down to the end of the day. The clock takes life away. It's so unreal. Didn't look out below. Watch the time go right out the window. Trying to hold on to didn't even know I wasted it all just to watch you go. I kept everything inside, and even though I tried, it all fell apart. What it meant to be will eventually be a memory of a time when I tried so hard and got so far, but in the end, it doesn't even matter. I had to fall to lose it all, but in the end, it doesn't even matter. One thing, I don't know why, it doesn't even matter how hard you try. Keep that in mind. I designed this rhyme to remind myself how I tried so hard. In spite of the way you were mocking me, acting like I was part of your property, remembering all the times you fought with me, I'm surprised it got so. Things aren't the way they were before. You wouldn't even recognize me anymore. Not that you knew me back then, but it all comes back to me in the end. You kept everything inside, and even though I tried, it all fell apart. What it meant to me will eventually be a memory of a time when I tried so hard and got so far, but in the end, it doesn't even matter. I
as I can go. For all this, there's only one thing you should know. I've put my trust in you, pushed as far as I can go. For all this, there's only one thing you should know. I tried so hard and got so far, but in the end, it doesn't even matter. I had to fall to lose it all, but in the end, it doesn't even matter.
God, I love being a priest. We're all going to heaven, lads. Way.
The other thing we told Danny we'd never do, which one thing we thought was totally cool about his script, was he never explained where the time warp, why it happened. You know, what is the cosmological source of it? Is it astronomical, or is it karma? You know, what is it? We didn't know.
What the hell?
Harold?
Ready?
Harold, can you hear me?
Yeah.
Are you a director or a stylist?
Okay, ready?
All right.
He seems to come by the nasty part quite honestly, the self-centeredness and all. And Bill Murray really does understand that character. I mean, he's not a movie star by accident. He understands vanity and self-centeredness.
I'd like to dedicate this take to Peter, a guy who's kept me in focus more often than he hasn't. Thanks, man.
So it made him the perfect guy to play that.
Someday somebody's going to see me interviewing a groundhog. Think I don't have a future.
She was so natural. She just was cracking up. Bill was making her laugh so much, and they were so wonderful together, and there was a very strong Beauty and the Beast quality.
He's not only my rough and tough, but I don't bathe that much. People give me a lot of space.
I believe that.
She is kind of luminous, you know. I mean, she has this perfect, skin and lovely natural quality. And Bill is, he's a few miles of, rough road there, he's, and yet, they looked great together, and she seemed to really just enjoy him so much.
I have great admiration for him, and I loved watching him work, and I didn't mind for 1 minute being the straight person with him, because I cannot do what he does, but I don't think anybody can. I mean, that's what makes him so special.
Well, if you haven't seen it, it's one to go and get. We're talking about Groundhog Day, of course. Got the time loop in there. But there's something else going on. How someone confronts an absurd system, which echoes a bit of the Catch-22. Seem to be trapped in something that's all but unwinnable. And Phil Connors gets trapped in that day, 2nd of February. He can't escape the loop. He doesn't really understand what's governing the loop. And every attempt to force an escape fails utterly. So the setup is kind of the same. We've got the pilot that can't stop flying missions because he'll never reach the number. The rule blocks every rational escape. There's no way of breaking the loop for Phil. The universe completely ignores Phil's intentions. There's no logic in it. And of course, poor old Phil is stuck seeking control and meaning, but he's not finding any. We've got two different responses. Captain John Yossarian, he ultimately rejects the system entirely. The system is insane, just escape it. That's him. Whereas Phil takes the opposite path. He reacts first with kind of selfishness, then he manipulates it, then he total despair, and he still realizes that he's trapped. And then he eventually realizes that the only meaningful response is to become maybe better inside that loop. So he, instead of escaping, he transforms himself. It's a great movie. Some great one-liners. He's just brilliant in it. Good cast. And that kind of closed loop system trap But it's not as heavy as Catch-22. It doesn't have the bureaucracy of war, that absurdity behind it, but you can still see how it drives him crazy. Bit of enlightenment, I suppose. But if you like Bill Murray, you'll love this. If you like Bill Murray, you've probably seen this. But the next few tracks, we're going to hear a track from that famous track from it. And then we'll have a couple of tracks. What's the man's name again? There was an old... was it a Greek? The fella that's pushing the stone up the hill. Endlessly. Sisyphus. Yeah, we'll have a track named after him shortly. We'll have a bit of David Bowie, some Pink Floyd, a bit of Kansas, some of the Beatles, a bit of PJ Harvey if we can squeeze it in, and maybe something from a band we've never played before. Klaatu, they're called. Another one of them, they might be giants. See if we can get that one on. But first up, we've got Sonny and Cher. But I Got You, Babe, from the movie, from the soundtrack of the movie, Groundhog Day. Hope you enjoy this one. Bring you straight back to smashing the alarm clock of a Tuesday morning.
They say we're young and we don't know. We won't find out until we grow. Well, I don't know if all that's true, 'cause you got me, baby, I got you. Hey, I got you, babe. I got you, babe. They say our love won't pay the rent before it's earned. Our money's all been spent. I guess that's so we don't have a plot, but at least I'm sure of all the things we got. Babe, I got you, babe. I got you, babe. I got flowers in the spring. I got you to wear my ring. And when I'm sad, you're a clown. And if I get scared, you're always around. Don't let them say your hair's too long, 'cause I don't care. With you I can't go wrong. Then put your little hand in mine. There ain't no hill or mountain we can't climb. Babe, I got you, babe. I got you, babe. I got you to hold my hand. I got you to understand. I got you to walk with me. I got you to talk with me. I got you to kiss goodnight. I got you to hold me tight. I got you, I won't let go. I got you to love me so. I got you, babe. 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 I got you, babe.
I Gotcha, Babe. Performed by the entertainment duo Sonny and Cher, written by Sonny Bono, produced by Phil Spector. 1965 begot. Bit of folk rock with a hint of pop. Sonny wrote it late at night. Woke Cher up. She heard it, thought it was shite, went back to bed. Became a hit. their signature song of the hippie counterculture movement. Bit of funk in there. Of course, it was used in the movie we're looking at tonight, Groundhog Day. It came out in 1993, written by Danny Rubin. Harold Ramis got involved in the screenwriting, changed a few bits. Andy McDowell, just heard a clip from her, stuck in a loop. What do you do? What do you do? I suppose that song is used in the movie as the ploy. No, it's not a ploy. Is it a ploy? It's just the tool to remind us that has it changed? Has he broken the loop? And even in the morning, I think he does. Still plays it, doesn't it? So they're just fucking with you a bit. Sisyphus. We're going knee deep in Greek mythology now. This is a Greek figure who reveals a secret, incurs Zeus's wrath, and he subsequently cheats death and therefore earns eternal punishment in the underworld. Once he dies of old age, he crosses the river Styx without his rock. Doesn't know about the rock yet, but then he's given a task that's both laborious and futile. Put your hand up if your job is laborious and futile. There's plenty of us, plenty of people out there doing laborious and futile things every day. If you've got a bullshit job, then maybe the first thing is you have to realise you've got a bullshit job. And maybe there's something you can do about it. Maybe there isn't. Maybe even just knowing is half the battle. But you could be like Sisyphus, pushing this rock up a hill for eternity. Every time you get near the top. In solar, every time you get to the top, it'll roll back down again. Be ready there waiting for him in the morning at the bottom of the Donaghs Hill. According to solar theory, I've heard of that one before. King Sisyphus is the disk of the sun that rises every day in the east and then sinks into the west. Either way, pure shite work. Albert Camus, is that how you pronounce it? He wrote an essay about the myth of Sisyphus. He said we must imagine that he's happy. The struggle itself towards the heights is enough to fill his heart. Maybe. Maybe there's even something in his name, Sisyphus. Postman Pat. Anyway, there's a futility in it, but maybe there's meaning in it too. How about some music? Let's get it on. This is our man tonight, Andrew Bird. Who's Andrew Bird? I hear you squawk. Well, he's a singer-songwriter, musician, violinist, actor. What else is he? He's some other things too, but primarily, as regards tonight's show, it's Edwin Starr. We've heard from Edwin now. Andrew Bird, yeah, virtuosic, violinist, expert whistler. There you go. That's the one I forgot. Bit of jazz, bit of swing. But he's still going. He's not old. Let's hear this track from him. It's simply called Sisyphus. It's under the influence on Fresh. Oh, so fresh. On the FM.
Paused. Did he jump or did he fall as he gazed into the morning mist? Did he raise both fists and say to hell with this and just let the rock roll? Let it roll, let it crash down low. There's a house down there but I lost it long ago. Down there, but I lost it long ago.
against the moderates. Those who sit recalcitrant and taciturn, you know I'd rather turn and burn and scale this edifice, yeah. Where's my accomplice? So take my hand, we'll do more than stand. Take my hand, we'll claim this land. Take my hand and we'll let the ride roll. Let it roll, let it crash down low. There's a house down there, but I lost it long ago. Let it roll, let it crash down low. I see my house down there, but I lost it long ago. Lost it long ago. Na, 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 na. Na, 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 na. I'm letting it roll away. It's got nothing to do with fate and everything to do with Sisyphus peered into the mist, a stone throw from a precipice paused.
Yeah, 3 cheeseburgers, 2 large fries, 2 chocolate shakes, and 1 large Coke.
And some flapjacks.
Too early for flapjacks?
It's a god-awful small affair to the girl with the mousy hair. But her mummy is yelling no, and her daddy has told her to go. But her friend is nowhere to be seen. Now she walks through her sunken dream to the seat with the clearest view, and she's hooked to the silver screen. But the film is a sad thing for, for she's lived it 10 times or more. She could spit in the eyes of fools if they ask her to focus on sailors fighting in the dance hall. Oh man, look at those cavemen go. It's the freakiest show. Take a look at the low man beating up the wrong guy. Oh man, wonder if you'll ever know who's in the best-selling show. Is their life on Mars? It's on America's tortured brow that Mickey Mouse has grown up a cow. And now the workers have struck for fame, 'cause Lennon's on sale again. See the mice in their million hordes, from Ibiza to the Norfolk Broads. Rule Britannia is out of bounds, to my mother, my dog and clowns. But the film is a sad thing more, 'cause I wrote it 10 times or more. It's about to be writ again, as I ask you to focus on sailors fighting in the dance hall. Oh man, look at those cavemen go. It's the freakiest show. Take a look at the low man beating up the wrong guy. Oh man, wonder if you'll ever know who's in the best-selling show.
set life on
Watch out for that first step. It's a doozy.
Bit of glam rock. Mark Ronson there, string arrangement, guitar. What a great tune. From the master David Bowie. Life on Mars ? Maybe there is. Maybe sometimes you feel like you're talking to people on Mars. Or they're from Mars and they're just not listening to you. Or they're thinking about eating a Mars and they're definitely not listening to you. So that's from 1971. The album was Hunky Dory. It was conceived as a bit of a parody to Frank Sinatra's My Way, which it appears was a song that bugged the shit out of David Bowie. I could find a thread, be it a light one, all the way from our man there, Alex Bird. The album was my finest work yet. And on the cover of that, there is the death of a French revolutionary. And then I was reading about the Reign of Terror, Lenny Macaroni, Mad Old Times, the French Revolution, Robespierre, all those headers. The absurdity of it all. Making up rules. Yes, we love rules. We love the routine and we love the rules. So while we're thinking about life on Mars, what that might mean, and whether it be any different to life on Earth, as regards meaning, purpose, with that existential threat, be there nonetheless. We can try and factor in a bit of time as well. Not the herb, but the concept. What is time? Do we have any left? We have a bit. We probably have 6 or 7 more tracks we'll try and get in if time allows. It's Pink Floyd, The Dark Side of the Moon. So we're just jumping from Mars. waiting around for something to happen. That's not really the same as waiting around for Tom Dunn's band, but it's close. Then it's all gone in the blink of an eye. That was Wellsbutt, David Gilmour, Richard Wright, Roger Waters and Nick Mason, Doris Troy, Leslie Duncan, Lisa Strike, Barry St. John on backing vocals. You probably knew that. So we got a unusual intro. And then we have some drumming, some singing and some guitar. And that gives us a song, great song. 1974, Big God. Simply called Time. Nearly passed them all by. It nearly passed them all by. Old David. So what did he do? He decided, well, better not let the rest of it pass me by like that.
Blue, you're my boy! Thank you, sir.
Close my eyes, only for a moment, and the moment's gone. All my dreams pass before my eyes, a curiosity, dust in the wind. All they are is dust in the wind. Same old song, just a drop of water in an endless sea. All we do crumbles to the ground, though we refuse to see. Dust in the wind. All we are is dust in the wind.
We mortals are but shadows and dust. Shadows and dust, Maximus!
What would you do if you were stuck in one place and every day was exactly the same and nothing that you did mattered? That about sums it up for me.
It started off a routine day. I got through the morning in the usual way. I caught the bus on time. Good morning, Mr. Driver, drive.
As I sat inside my overcoat, I clutched my cane and pressed my nose against the foggy window pane. Oh, the life I lead would even make a dead man young. Midday comes, I break for lunch. With my sandwich and a beer, I go on a hunch to the park, where I hope to find a little bit of peace of mind. As I sat there on a bench amidst the rodent race, I felt a strange sensation that without a trace appeared, but then as quickly disappeared again. So tell me, what's the bloody point of playing the game with so much to lose, yet so little to gain? You sell your life away. Why can't you see you're just a cog working like a dog? You trade your future for a dead-end job that's full of routine days. Routine days. I race the clock to the end of the day. The paycheck in my pocket makes me feel okay. But was it worth the grind just to keep from falling behind? I stand here in the queue behind the foul cigar, my face discreetly buried in a book on Mars humdrum, and I'm waiting on the beer till Charon come.
The Canadian Beatles there. Klaatu. Prog rock. Psychedelia. Space rock. That was a routine day. Kind of sounds a bit like our fella, the Irish fella, what's his name? Oh, I can't think of it now. He got an award there recently. There's a bit of Donovan in there, but that's not who I'm thinking of. Gilbert O'Sullivan. Is that who it is? Not Gilbert and Sullivan. Yeah, I think it's Gilbert O'Sullivan. Gilbert O'Sullivan. Got a bit of a hint of maybe Alone. Alone again, naturally. Maybe that's just me. Right, try and get some more tunes in. So let's go from the Canadian. This is by pure coincidence. I had this lined up anyway, but The Fool on the Hill from the Magical Mystery Tour by the English Beatles.
Day after
Fresh FM.
alone on a hill,
Pat B, founders.
the man with the foolish grin is keeping perfectly still. But nobody wants to know him, they can see that he's just a fool. And he never gives an answer, but the fool on the hill sees the sun going down, and the eyes in his head see the world spinning round. Well on the way, head in a cloud, the man of 1,000 voices talking perfectly loud.
but nobody ever hears him or the sound he appears to make. And he never seems to notice, but the fool on the hill sees the sun going down, and the eyes in his head see the world spinning round. Tell what he wants to do, and he never shows his feelings, but the fool on the hill sees the sun going down, and the eyes in his head see the world spinning round. Sun going down, and the eyes in his head see the world spinning round. Oh,
Whether you're under supervision or just simply have supervision, that track may or may not have featured Darren Varley and Keep Ready. Darren Varley, Keep Ready, David O'Gorman on the tin whistle. 3 tin whistlers, 3 microphones, but only one of them was recording. To this day we don't know who it was. We're getting near the end. Gonna do some math, see can we fit 2 more in. We've been reprimanded for the show going over. It has to be exactly under 2 hours this week. So just gonna have a look and see, do some scribbling here, see what we're left with. Word on the street is Bobby Fingers is about to drop a new video. If you don't know who Bobby Fingers is, you need to know who Bobby Fingers is. Just type it into YouTube, watch all the videos, it'll blow your mind. New one on the way. That'll blow your mind too when it comes out, guaranteed.
I got you, babe. I got you, babe. They say our love won't pay the rent, for it's earned, our money's all been spent.
Oh, please, not again. That is a great song. No, it's not. No, don't listen to this man.
It's too early.
Something is different.
Good or bad?
Anything different is good.
You said stay, so I stayed.
I said stay, so you stayed.
Mm-hmm.
I can't even make a collie stay. Do you know what today is?
No, what?
Today is tomorrow. It happened. You're here.
I'm here.
It was the end of a very long day.
Let's live here. We'll rent to start.
What a day this is.
And so the loop is broken. Phil is back with us. Was he there for 10 years, 50 years? Or based on the skills he learned? Maybe it was 100 years of Groundhog Day. Well, I hope you enjoyed the tunes. Agus na cúpla clippings. Tune in again next week for the crack. Sure, what else would you add? You might as well tune in here on a Wednesday at 9, where nothing really matters. We're going to finish out with the Pixies from their debut album, Surfer Rosa, 1988. Made famous again in 1999, used in the film Fight Club. If you've been listening for the last 2 hours, there's a good chance you're starting to lose your grip on reality. That's why I'm limited to a 2-hour show. So we're going to have this. We're back to the water. Talking Heads mentioned it. Dragging water underwater. These were inspired by a snorkeling trip in the Bahamas. A shout out to everyone involved with Tumor FC playing the Junior Cup final this weekend coming. Best of luck, lads. Give up Wiggins. This has been Under the Influence. I've been Pat B. You've been great. Mind the buses. Talk about it. Slán go fóill. We'll see you next Tuesday.
Stop.